Whoops. There we go. All right. How is everybody doing today? Starting off the stream here, we will be playing some Ursaluna because, man, this deck's fun. It can be very frustrating, but very fun at the same time. So let's get right into it. Alright, opponent's choosing. Let's see, I need to fix some of this stuff here actually. Alright, let's get Valiant out there. Alright, looks like we're going at some moon of some kind. Could be Big Moon, could be Ancient Box. I'm guessing Big Moon here. I don't really know. I mean, they chose to go first, so that's weird with the deck that they're playing. I'm pretty sure this is Big Moon. That was quite the well, they got Switch Cart, so don't really know exactly what this build is. It could be Big Moon. You need the Switch Carts, so that's probably accurate. Ultra Ball. Alright, this has got to be Ancient Box, right? Just playing Explorer's Guidance. And we haven't seen a Big Moon yet. So I really don't know what we're playing against. You got 2 energies there. That's 6 energies. So is that all of them already? Going through quite a bit of the deck here. 28 cards left. 27, because we're about to pull something here. And find out more about what the deck is right now. Big Moon, okay. So this is a Big Moon variant. Have they... I'm assuming dark patches we'll see here. Oh, alright, okay. Passing my way. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can do some shenanigans here. So we can Nest Ball. I think. Pretty sure I want to Squawk. Squawk seems really good. And we can Vessel. We're not going to Lana's Aid, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and Luna. And we'll throw 2 on there. Let's just go ahead and attach a 3rd. PokéStop. See if we get anything good. May as well Night Stretcher. the Fez back. I don't necessarily want to, but I don't want to waste the card either. Alright. So we do have research now. We can Ultra Ball. Get those away. That's probably going to go away at some point, isn't it? Okay, all we need is one of these. And then we can take the knock here. Do we want to take the knock here? I think I want to throw it on the Big Moon. Okay, we can retreat now. Let's go with another one. Let's get another Valiant. Because then we can retreat into this Valiant. And we'll do that. And they'll switch cart into this Ursaluna and swing for 100. So we're getting damage spread out. That's what we want to do right now. We want to get the damage spread out so when we're ready to strike, we can do that. So now, with the Ursaluna in the active, there's the Dark Patch. With the Ursaluna in the active, they have to gust around it or just take a single prizer and it puts them on odd prizes. So that's my goal right now. If they gust around it, they gust around it. I still have my Ursaluna and I can probably get a return KO. And I'm just going to keep forcing the single prizer up there and make them do something about it. And if they don't, eventually they're going out of gusts or they're going to have to take the single prizer and go on odd prizes. So they need a Sada. Have they Sada? Did they Sada? They did Sada. There's the Pectorant. So they could Pectorant up, Dark Patch, switch cart, and swing in here, which is what they might be doing. How many ancient cards do they have right now? 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they're only doing 11, 110 damage right now. Okay, so that, however, could take the knock. But if I can get Ursaluna, which looks like I can, right? That's going to be 100, 3, 6, 9, 12, 220, plus the poison. So Ursaluna can now knock out this guy without even any more damage on. So we'll go Valiant here because we can just retreat. Yeah, that's actually even a lot more now. 150, that's 250, so 300 total damage is what is being hit right now. Let's go ahead and Fez, because we have the Fez. We can do this. Flip the script. That's beautiful. What do we got for Pokemon? We can use Lana's Aid to get that back. But let's go ahead and PokéStop. Okay. So Lana's Aid can now get 2 of those back. 1, 2. And we can get an energy back even. Perfect. And we got 2 more, so we can get that back with the retrieval. 1, 2. And then Ursaluna. 1, 2. And an attachment here. And now let's see what we can do for damage. Ooh, we can knock out Baby Moon too. Right? We have 3 ways to get a gust around. Well, we can't Prime Catch. That's the problem. So we can't really knock out Baby Moon. Well, right? Retreat 1. Switch. Because we retreat for sure. We're retreating for sure. We're gonna do that. And we'll go Baby Moon. Yeah, so then we can retreat here into here, or switch, sorry, not retreat, switch. And we'll go here, knock out Baby Moon. And we'll take our first prize of the game for a vessel. And then we can do this. Into here. And we're doing 250. So now that big hand, but no attackers. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining the stream. How is your evening being? I am having an absolute blast playing this deck. I love this deck. It's really, really fun. There's a lot of moving pieces. Very, very easy to make mistakes, but I am having a blast. Oh, no problem. Not a problem at all. I'll be here for... I'm aiming to go for a couple hours. We'll see if I can last that long. Last night I was up till, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that. Yes, this is the deck I tweeted about. Took this to locals today. Ended up going 3-0. I made a lot of mistakes. Lucky for me, my opponents kind of either bricked or missed generators or something like that, and it allowed me to go 3-0 and win the local today. But it's really fun. I'm really having a blast. I'm enjoying this deck. We just got last turn. We were able to get 3 prizes, knocked out Baby Moon and Big Moon. So we'll see what we can do here. I have them on odd prizes, which is good. That's where I want to be. I'm really trying to get them to... The thing about this deck is the Iron Valiants do a lot of work. They get a lot of work in. But if you don't knock out the Ursaluna, it can just keep coming back hard. And if they take the Ursaluna, they're taking a single prizer. But if they're taking these, they're taking double prizer, but they're leaving the Ursaluna. So it really forces your opponents to take a single prizer or just lose. And if we can keep pushing single prizers, then we're going to be in pretty good shape. So they're going to counter capture. What are they going to try to knock? I'm guessing they're going to try to knock a Valiant. And if they do, they're going to knock the Fez. That's fine. That's fine. I got a whole hand. I got Night Stretcher. I can even bring the Fez back. So I'm not even worried about that. The Ursaluna right here. The attack does 100 plus 30 damage for each damage counter on the opponent's active Pokemon. So you throw a bunch of damage counters up with the Iron Valiants and then swing at the Ursaluna. The ability of the Ursaluna allows you to attach 2 fighting energies when you play it. So it powers itself up and it just wins. Plain and simple is what it does. It wins. Let's see. I can... no, I don't want to attach retreat. We'll do this. So we have the free retreat with the Valiant. That becomes the pivot for us. There's the Iono. That's pretty good to knock them down to 3, especially because I can just Night Stretcher the Fez back. And draw 3 more cards. So what's my game plan? I need to get 4 damage counters, I believe, on this, right? 4 would be, what, 3, 6, 9, 12. So 120 plus 100, 220. Yeah, so I need to get 4 damage counters on this Blood Moon. Or on the Roaring Moon. So we're going to retreat into here. And we're going to throw 20 on it. Let's go Night Stretcher. Let's go ahead and get the Fez back. Oh, and then the big Ursaluna is the final. You know, if you're run out of switches, run out of energies, the big Bloodmoon Ursaluna takes the final knockout. So we're going to get the Fez back. We're going to draw some more with the Fez. There's another switch. That's what I needed. Okay. So now we can switch into here. And we'll Tachyon bits here. And then we can Switch Cart into here. And that's going to do 220, and it already has 40 damage counters on it. So we'll do this. We'll go down to 1 prize. I think I want Iono. Yeah, let's go ahead and Iono. It might actually end up hurting myself, but I do have the Fez. I just want to get their cards limited. Okay, that's not bad right there, actually. 220, so we're going to get the knock here on the Roaring Moon. So we're going to go to 1 prize now. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that, because I had the counter catcher right there in hand, so I could boss up whatever I want and get the knock. Yeah, Roaring Moon has a tendency to just brick if you don't have good things, so I'm kind of hoping that this is what we're doing. We're getting him to kind of brick here, and we're just going to win. I need to get... I said today at the local, I'm like, I need to get 100 games or so into this deck before I just feel comfortable with it. And look at that, we Iono'd them right into the Fezandipiti, so they're just going to get 3 more cards. With the Roaring Moon in the active, they can't Dark Patch to it. None. Iron Thorns is not popular at my local. I have only played against the deck 1 time in person, and it was at a cup at the same place. But it was not a local player at the cup. He brought the Thorns. This is before Worlds too, like a week before Worlds. He brought the Thorns, and I was playing Charizard, so I already don't like that matchup because I can't Pidgeot, I can't Accelerate to Charizard, and he had to, because he only plays the four Iron Thorns as the basics. He mulliganed to 8, mulliganed 8 times. So we had to get the judge to come over and reveal cards and get the Thorns. So I got my 8 cards. I went first. That was the only basic was the basic I played to start that game. And on his turn 2, he judged me. And so I was down to 4 cards, and I could not take any advantage of the 8 cards I got. I had no way to nothing. It was a handful of supporters that I could play on turn 1 going first. So I was not able to take advantage of the mulligans. I did end up winning, but it was a game where I had to kind of claw back and not make mistakes. It was tough. Now my opponent here, they can easily take the 1 prize and be fine. They can take the 1 prize knock here because it's going to take them down to 2, and then I have just a bench full of 2 prizers. Now throwing this in the active is interesting because because they needed that, yeah, and then they can retreat it back. Okay, that makes more sense. But they need a PokéStop, and they've already played 2. I think that deck only plays 2. At least my version does. They need a PokéStop. Okay, so they're going to leave Baby Moon in the active. So 13 damage is what I need to do here. Yeah, Regidrago is just busted right now. It is very, very, very good. Easily the best deck in the format. All right. So question is, how do we win this game? That Nest Ball does me no good because I need I need to get either of the Ursalunas, which I have ways to do it, but I'm only doing this off 3 cards, basically. And that's it. So let's just hope we get something good here. Night Stretcher. And that wins it for me. That does it. Because we can Night Stretcher for big Ursaluna. We drop big Ursaluna. Retreat. And there we go. Energy attachment. I forgot I needed to do that. It's a good thing I could. And there we go. Big Ursaluna gets the knock. And we get the dub against Roaring Moon. A lot of things can go wrong with this deck, but man, it's fun. And I think this is low-key one of the best decks in the format right now. All right, check that out, Lugia tier. See if we can get to Deoxys tonight. To see if we can get a Master Ball tonight. Alright, Ursaluna, don't let me down. I really need to get a better stream schedule set up. Before I was going, I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Friday is when I'm streaming every night, every single Friday. Tournament of Doom. It's, you know, kind of what I'm building for each week. Nice competitive tournament that I can play from the comfort of my own home. I think I might add like a Saturday night as well, just because, you know, I don't need to wake up early the next morning. No work in the next morning, so it's just a good time to sit back, chill, and stream in the evening. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe something like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I think would be pretty solid schedule to go on. But I will tweet that out, what I decide I'm doing, and I'll just kind of do my best to stick there. Okay, so we got Charizard, Entei. We got Valiant. We can get another Valiant here, or, well, we got that. So Valiant. We can Squawk. Hey, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I appreciate the invite to the community as well. It seems like it's going to be a really good community. It seems like it's growing, getting some attention. So I will do my best to get the competitive Pokemon talk going, because, you know, I'm always up for some good competitive Pokemon talk. So yeah, you can count me in to be supportive there for sure. I will do my best to do my part. All right, PokéStop. Let's do Vessel. Let's try to get something here. Let's thin that out and try to hit some items. Come on, give me something. Hey, look at that. I don't know if those help me, but they're here. 40. Actually, that's not bad. This is actually... We might be able to get the knock on the Entei. 40. Yeah, because we just need 40 damage counters. Generally, my LGS is very competitive. It's a lot of legit, real meta decks. Tier 1, tier 2 decks is what you see a lot of in my local scene. A lot of guys try to go to fairly close regionals if they can. Try to attend those as much as possible. So you see a lot of players like that. Today, it was a very low number, so it was pretty chill. We only had 6 players, so 3-round tournaments, 6 players. And we had 2 Miraidons, 2 Chien-Paos, and the 2 that plague Chien-Pao almost all the time. 2 Miraidon, 2 Chien-Pao, a Charizard, and this. Okay, we got 40. We do have the hit here, which we're going to thin more. Last one. So we can go there. And then we are just going to switch into the Bloodmoon. And Bloodmoon takes the knock. Yep. Bloodmoon takes the knock. But yeah, we generally have a lot of highly competitive players at the local. You get the occasional rogue deck, but it's mostly tier 1, tier 2 decks. I'm usually there either playing Gardevoir or Charizard, or have been my go-tos. This deck is not my creation by any means. I spend a lot of my time scouring Limitless tournaments and the online tournament scene, and just kind of looking at tournament results, skimming the decks, looking at the deck list. So like I'm getting some ideas for, you know, Charizard, for Gardevoir, things like that you know, some random Joe has put together that turns out to be really good or could have something good behind them. And this is a deck that has been showing up a lot in the online tournament scene. And I've tried a couple variants of it, but this particular deck list is one that did really well at an online tournament. And they overdid it on the Switches, which is good. That's what I want to see. They just have a lot of consistency cards in this deck for a deck that is very difficult to be consistent with. And so I gave it a try, and I thought it looked really fun. And I'm having a blast with it. So this is not my creation by any means, but it is one that has showed up a lot in online tournaments, and I pulled the idea from there because I like to have fun. All right, Squawk, let's do your thing. They're on odd prizes, so they still have to go 2-2-2 if that's what they're going to do. And that's where we want to get them at. Now, what can we do? We can get Fezandipiti. So we can just start drawing some cards. We do have a 3rd Valiant if we need it. So how many card games do you play? Seems like you play a ton of card games. Okay, we got the Lana. But then we just have no energies right now. We need energy retrievals galore. So let's go ahead and do this. And maybe we get some energy retrievals. Oh, that was bad. Send those 2 future boosters. Too many. How many is too many? Let's see. That Fezandipiti being gone is rough. In 21. Zard's going to be doing 240 damage, which is enough to one-shot anything I have. So let's just... Well, we can do 60, right? Yeah, we just need to throw these on the Zard, don't we? We need to take down the Zard. So let's switch again into this Valiant. So 100. If we get 6 on there, how many gets the Zard? 6 would be 180, so that's 280. So we need 280 plus 60, 29, 30, 34, yeah. So 6 is all we need on there. Both Valiants have been used, so let's get another Valiant up. So that way we can Prime Catch. Let's send the Luminion up. And we'll go here. So we can put the 6th damage counter on the Zard. Now the Ursaluna can knock out the Zard. Ooh, that can get us basic energies, can't it? Okay. 2. Do I usually get 3 basic energies? Or we'll do that. We'll do 3 energies in or 2 energies in Ursaluna. Let's do this. And we'll throw these on it. So it's ready. They could boss it up if they want, but then they're bossing up a single prizer. We'll do that and see how this goes. I played a ton of Hearthstone early on when it first came out. It was just, you know, a simple, easy, quick game I could play on my phone or the computer or something. Actually, I think it was just mobile at first, maybe, if I remember right. Wasn't even on the computer, possibly. I can't remember. But yeah, I played Hearthstone a good amount. Had a lot of fun. Then the nerfs kind of started getting on my nerves. They started nerfing cards, and they'd give you the credits for the cards, but they don't give you credits for the deck that you built that nerfing the card just killed. So it made it hard for me to keep up and stay competitive in there. I played the Warrior deck with the the Patron, oh shoot, what was that thing called? Grim Poppet. Where you would do damage to your monsters, and they would. Yeah, there it is. Grim Patron. There it is. Yeah. I played that one, and they nerfed that one, so then I had to build something else. I played Secret Paladin. I played that one. That one was fun. And then I played... What was the last one I played competitively? Druid. Some kind of Druid deck from a while back. I played that one pretty competitively. It was good. But then they nerfed the crystal cards, the ones that, like, you got the extra crystal and the free one that gave you 2 empty mana crystals or something like that. They nerfed those, and so that deck was not good anymore. So that was kind of, where I ended up leaving those. Okay, so that helped big time because it can Night Stretcher the Ursaluna. We can get 2 energies back with the Energy Retrieval and then jet it up, and then we can knock out the Charizard. So we'll go Night Stretcher for Ursaluna, Energy Retrieval to get 2 energies back. Then we go Ursaluna to put those 2 energies on it. 1, 2. Which we can actually do this. Well, do we want to do that? No, I think I would hold on to that. I did play my counter character. I still have a boss, though. So really, the Luminion is what I need. So let's go ahead and switch into here. And then I'm a boss away from the Luminion unless they collapse stadium it. Let's go ahead and PokéStop. Oh, that was rough. Alright, so that should be 34 total damage. Charizard is gone. And then we just need one more 2-prizer. So Ultra Ball. Yep. We got Ultra Ball, Retrieval, that, and that gets us there. Boss into that. So they could obviously mess with our hand, and if they do, we're going to be in trouble, but we'll cross that bridge right there. We still have the Fez. We still have the Fezandipiti. And if they happen to knock the Fezandipiti, then we still have the Ursaluna. So this is kind of the checkmate scenario that this deck puts our opponents in. My favorite Pokemon is Darkrai, which is weird because I played Pokemon like Red and Blue, and then I played Silver, and then I didn't play anything until like just a couple years ago. I got Sword and played Sword, and then I got Violet. Kind of got back into Pokemon, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. So I completely missed Darkrai when he was a thing, and so for some reason Darkrai has become my favorite Pokemon. Oh, is it? That's awesome. Yeah, I love Darkrai. The just everything about him. He looks really, really freaking cool. But just the way that he is, like what his story is, what his character is, that kind of thing is really, really fun. And then dark Pokemon are my favorite type, so I really enjoy, really like all dark Pokemon. Umbreon is my second favorite Pokemon. Oh, you know what? 2. I don't even need the Ursaluna. I just need the big Ursaluna. But I need to get the Valiant out of the active. So, how do we do that? I got 3 more cards with Fez. How many switches do I have? A switch card. And a jet. That is all I have that I can get out there with. So let's go ahead and go baby Ursaluna. Maybe we can scare him. Oh, shoot. No, I screwed up. I threw that down too early. But it's okay. We might be fine. We're not fine. Yep. I had the win, too, because I got the jet right there. So had I been smart, I'd retrievaled, got these back, and then I have jet to push that up into the active and win the game. So I did actually just massively screw up. Can we salvage this? They can't win this turn at all. How many? I still have 2 more Night Stretchers left. So it's not over. They can't win this turn. What do I got? 1 switch and a jet. It just gives them, unfortunately, 1 more time to do something. All right, let's just pass and see what happens. Yeah, that was a massive play mistake on my part. I have seen that exists. I've maybe heard somebody talking about it or heard somebody mention it, but no, I have not actually seen it. All right, so I did have the win here, and I screwed up. So this deck can beat Zard. Let's just see if I can not really screw up. Right? This was too easy. We needed to go hard mode here, apparently. We saw the boss. They're going to boss that. Okay. So I think we definitely have it now. Well, I take that back. I need Night Stretcher. Because I can boss up the Luminian, and then big Ursaluna can get the knock and win it. But I need the Night Stretcher. So I have PokéStop and I have Fez to try to get it. Or no, because I need the boss. So Lana's aid does not help. 8 cards. I want to make sure it's in there first. So let's do this. We're not going to research. There's 2 Night Stretchers. Okay. So that's what I need. Oh, and big Ursaluna's in there. Oh, I don't need Night Stretcher. Ursaluna's there. So we just win. Here, you. For big Ursaluna. We got there. Big Ursaluna. We boss here. And then we jet here. And then we swing for 240. So there we go. We got there. We made a mistake, and we still got there. When this deck rolls, it rolls. We're getting there. Need to make, what, 90, 95 more games left until I might feel comfortable with this deck. We got Milwaukee regionals announced for May, first weekend in May. So that is on my calendar as my probably one and only regional to attend this year. I went to 2 last year, one in Peoria and one in Indianapolis. Peoria was my first regional I had ever attended. I bombed out in day 1. I went 4-4-2. 4-4. What do I want to do? No, I don't want to go first. Shoot, how many rounds are there in day 1? 9. So 4-4-1. I went 4-4-1 at Peoria. So I'm looking at hopefully improving on that this year. Indianapolis was significantly better. Finished 132nd out of about 2,500 people. So this year for Milwaukee, I am going to put an absolute ton of effort in that. I want to improve from my Indianapolis finish, and I know what I need to do. So I'm gonna up my training, up the number of games I play each night. It's when we get closer, it's gonna be like, probably 2 hours every day of playing, learning the meta, learning the lines. I want everything to become second nature. So when Milwaukee hits, I can focus on the specific place for each match and not having to worry about everything else that is involved. Okay, what are we doing? What can we do? We can do this. That research might be important, maybe. Gosh, I don't want to throw those away. Let's throw these guys away, because we're just going to research them away. We want a Valiant. Oh, my Squawk is pressed. That's unfortunate. I hate when the Squawk's pressed. Let's go ahead and do that. I won't be attacking with the Ursaluna this game, or this turn, but that's fine. Dreepy. I want to make sure we can knock out that the Dragapult whenever it comes up. So because we're going to research, we're just going to do this anyway. Let's get another Valiant. And research. We can switch into another Valiant. Then we'll need one more on there before the Ursaluna can knock out the Dragapult. Professor's research. So you mentioned you were played some Magic. My first intro into card games was Magic, where cards like Professor's Research, discard your hand, draw 7, is, you know, banned in every possible format. It's just too powerful. Pay 1, draw 3 is, you know, power 9. It's busted. It's gone. And you come in here to Pokemon, and every deck plays Professor's Research, or Iono, or things like that. Pokeball, or Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, things like that. The search that Pokemon has, you can't do that in modern Magic because, you know, you're paying 4 for Diabolic Tutor to be able to search your deck for any card. Pokemon, you can do that, you know, on a whim with literally no cost, because items you can, you know, play as many as you want. And so just the insane amount of search that this game has, it is incredible, and it's such a different game. And it took some getting used to for me, for sure. Yes, Iono, Research, all of those would be insanely banned, but somehow Pokemon was able to adapt the power level around cards like that, and they have done a great job with it. I think overall it's very Pokemon's in a good spot. A lot of people are complaining about the state of the game right now, just kind of the meta and things like that. But I think it's in a very, very good spot. I think there's just so many things that these decks can do. I think it's in a very good spot. Oh, that's interesting. I thought they were going to go on to the Valiant here, so that way Dragapult could knock it out. Oh, okay, that's what they're going to do. Okay, they're going to knock that one out. And that's fine. They can knock that out all they want. We're going to knock out the Dragapult this turn. Then all they have left is Pidgeot and Rotom, so no attackers. Yeah, there are a absolute ton of decks that are playable. And now I think the difference though between Pokemon and other card games is that Pokemon, it has a wide variety of viable decks, but it's very difficult for just some random person to throw a deck together and compete even at a locals level. And where Magic, I feel like it's much more possible. So it's a weird difference between, you know, things like that for sure. Retrieval, let's get those back. Because like when I played Magic, I could build decks. They weren't good, but they could at least somewhat compete at a local scene. And I don't think I could do that remotely with Pokemon. I know people that can, but I was a bad deck builder, and I was able to make decks that could somewhat compete. Not be good by any means, but they were at least somewhat remotely competitive. As a matter of fact, somebody won a 30-person, a player who's not very good won a 30-person local with a deck that I built. He just needed the deck, and I handed it to him, and he played it, and ended up winning the tournament. Is she one that just, you know, puts jank together and goes and wins games? 60, 100, 280, wait, 32. Okay, so that's enough. I do have Prime Catcher. I can't use Prime Catcher now, unfortunately. So I need to switch into Ursaluna and just get the knock. So that's what we're going to do. Switch into Ursaluna. And we'll take the knock. For 340 total damage. There we go. Another Valiant and Jet. How many switches have I used? 3 out of my 9 total switches. Tinkaton EX is such a fun deck. I've played it on stream before. It's a really, really fun deck. It's very powerful. It's definitely one of those like tier 3 decks that can beat, you know, certain tier 1 decks, but it's just not consistent enough. It has some glaring weaknesses, you know, like an Iono or a Judge is just a massive weakness to that deck. Anything that can mess with the hand that you're loading up, but it has the power level to compete with the best of the best. So it's a really fun deck to play, and when you beat people with it, they, you know, get upset because they just lost a Tinkaton. Oh, that collapsed is rough. I don't like that collapsed. That's not fun. So this is pretty cool. I've been right at around four views this most of this stream. I'm trying to hit Twitch affiliate, I guess, is the first stage. I got the followers, the 50 followers. I'm 53 now. But getting the what, three, I think it's average three viewers per stream is very difficult to do. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, trying to get to that point. But it's rough, it's tough. Let's see, let's throw that away. Okay, so we got some switches for 6. I could possibly get the Dusclops knocked, which would put me with 1 prize left. Because I got 2, there's my 3rd Valiant. So if I go 3 Valiants, switch in 1, jet up 1, counter catcher. So I can get there. We're going to jet up 1. And we'll tacky on here. Then we'll switch cart into this one to heal that one up. And then we'll go here. Because then Ursaluna hits that for weakness. So I could possibly just win the game on the spot. Oh, shoot. Nope. I need you. Because then I can Prime Catcher here, and then the Dusclops is knocked. And then Ursaluna doesn't even need any damage on the Rotom to win. I just need a way to retreat the Valiant, and I win the game. Oh, Nightbot yell at you for posting a link. Throw it up in the Discord, and I can look at it. Just tag me in that. Nightbot's a pain. What can we do for switches? Well, I guess I got a lot of ways. 19 cards, and I can dig 6 deep for switches now. Wait. Oh, I didn't have anything knocked out. Oops. So we can go 3 cards deep. Give me a switch. If I get a switch, I'll win the game. There's a switch. Woo, we got there. Switch. Here. Ursaluna 200, and we got the win. This is feeling pretty good. Oh, the Meowscarada EX, is that what it was? Let's see it. Indy. I was, one of the rounds, I was sitting next to, must have been round 4, maybe. I sat next to the guy that was on stream the previous round playing his Meowscarada EX deck. Said it was the first time he had made it on stream. He was probably 3-0 or something like that. And he had just lost on stream. So we had tables right next to each other. So he was talking about his experience being on stream, so that was really cool. But he was playing the Meowscarada EX deck. This deck it is giving me a headache trying to pilot this, but man, it's fun. I just need everything to become second nature, which is why I'm playing it right now. I'm just trying to get the reps over and over and over again. Yeah, Zard has been my go-to as of late. It's built, it's ready, and if I couldn't get this deck put together, I was just playing Zard. It's really good. It's fairly easy. It's what I got my finish at Indy with. So when in doubt, it's kind of I'm playing Zard. I've had my best cup finishes with Zard. So it's kind of my fallback, this is where I need to stay kind of deck. Alright, so Guardy. I feel like I should be good against Guardy. I feel like it. I don't think there's anything in here, right? It's Blood Moon. Yeah, and I don't want to throw that on the bench. The indie experience is in just how was like, as far as just the the experience of it, it was so fun. I love the regional experience that you get. It's just it's really, really fun. It's a blast. I love playing in those tournaments. Being around thousands of people that are there doing the same common goal you have. It's really, really fun. Oh, Prime Catcher Switch. I don't want to get rid of both of those, but I think I have to do that because I just have nothing else. So we'll go Squawk. Oh, let's do this first. Let's do that. Another switch. Nothing to grab there. Man, I have to throw 2 switches away with this. Let's go ahead and Prime Catch that in the active. And then I'm going to Squawk. So I got the Ralts in the active. Let's see if I can do something with it. So we'll go another Valiant. What do we got? 2 energies there and a Jet. So I could actually knock the Ralts this turn. Here and here. Get the Blood Moon. I will have no hand, but, it is what it is. Retrieval to get those 2 back. And then we Blood Moon. Attach to the Blood Moon. And then throw the Jet. And we take the knock. Okay, so yeah, my experience, just as a player enjoying the moment, it was awesome. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun. A lot of the locals showed up. I went there with a good friend of mine. It was his first major Pokemon tournament, so competitively he didn't do well, but he had a lot of fun as well. It was really cool. And then, as far as the competitive standpoint, I put in a ton of effort the month going into it. I got coaching from an awesome coach who was a continuous Worlds invitee, somebody who's competing in every major event. So he coached me a couple times. worked through just some gameplay for Charizard, and with it being my second regional, I was just kind of, I was there to compete, but I was there to just kind of enjoy the experience, and I ended up going 6-2-1 in day one, which was enough to make day two. So I was super happy to make my first day two, and then oh gosh, that Flutter Mane. At least we got a boss, and then sorry, I lost my train of thought. Gosh, I can't boss. Because then I can't Vessel, and it's just a dead turn. So we have to Vessel. And we get a Switch Cart. So we can knock the Flutter Mane now, which is what we want. We can barely knock the Flutter Mane, but knock it nonetheless. So there we go. But yeah, I ended up making day two, and I mean the day two is just full of very, very good players. So I got a chance to talk to a lot of the the big name players, some of the best players in the world, and I vlogged the event, which going into it, that was kind of fairly early in my content creation career, kind of where I'm learning the ropes, trying to get it, and I decided I wanted to vlog that regional, and it worked out wonderfully because it was a finish that I had only only dreamed of doing. So I have all of that on the vlog, including I asked a bunch of the top players in the game, give me some advice on my first day two, or one of the best players in the world, Kieran Farah, going into my winning in round 9 day one, winning into day two. I asked him to give me some advice, and all of that is on that vlog. So that's posted up on my YouTube channel, and I'm really, really glad I did that. I actually went back and watched it the other day, as goofy as that sounds. I went back and watched a little bit the other day just to be like, yeah, just a good reminder of the experience and how much fun it was, and it was a incredible opportunity to experience that. Okay, we got nothing here. Yeah, if I'm doing that, I'm just loading that up for them. I'm helping them if I do this. 2 energies. I actually need like 1, right? 1 hit on that. But I'm not going to get there. I think I have to pass, unfortunately, because I don't want to put 7 damage on there because it's swing 140. I think I'm just going to pass. I don't want to put that damage onto the Screamtail. Seems like they've kind of bricked themselves. I don't want to help them out. Because if I swing into this, they just need Gardevoir and 1 energy, or 2 energies. No, 1. Gardevoir and 1 energy. So now they need 4, 8, 12, 16. They need 2 more energies in the discard pile plus Gardevoir to be able to take the knock on the Ursaluna. Ooh, that might help them. That was a pretty solid. I think the Iono, they probably would want that, but seems a pretty solid thing here. That's 3 now. So it looks like they're probably going to be able to get their 4th energy into that discard pile now, unfortunately. One cool thing about this deck against Gardevoir is Gardevoir damages themselves, and so a lot of times they have a couple damage counters, and so that actually helps me as we go through here. Alright, so that's retreating. Drifloon. Do they have the Gardevoir? Because the Drifloon will be able to... They do. So the Drifloon's going to get the knock. But unless they have a Bravery Charm, then I can just move a Iron Valiant in there and take the knock on the Drifloon. How many switches have I used at this point? 5, 6 out of my 9 switches. They can move through with the Monkey Dory, but they need that to do the damage, since Drifloon does damage based on the amount of energy or the amount of damage done to it. So, yep, they're gonna take that. But then just 1 Valiant in there, and I get the knock, and I'm down to 3 prizes. So let's go ahead and put the Squawk up there. As a matter of fact, I can just motivate. That might actually not be a bad play, because then I can get 2 energies from the discard pile onto the Ursaluna while I'm taking a knock. If they take a 2 prize knock, that's fine, I think. Let's see what I get out here first, though. Not great. So Vessel can get me something. One energy. Let's draw some cards. Okay, there's an energy capsule. That's possibly helpful. That research is not great. I think I just want to use the Squawk and take the knock here. So we'll Night Stretcher. We'll get 1. And then we're going to motivate to knock out the Drifloon and put 2 onto the Ursaluna. So we're getting the Ursaluna ready to attack. Unfortunately, leaving a 2 prizer out there, but there's only so much we can do. I expect them to maybe come in with the Screamtail and take the knock on the Ursaluna. That is, I think, what I would do at this point if I was them. And if they do that, I'm kind of in trouble, I think. At that point, I might... Well, I don't know. I might just research. How many Night Stretchers do I have left? Ooh, I still have 2 more Night Stretchers, so... Maybe I would just research away and then rely on those 2 Night Stretchers. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And like I said, I will do my part to help your community grow. I think it's really, really cool what you're doing. Looks like it is a good start to a good community. So I'm looking forward to see how this grows. What inspired you to start? I'm assuming you started the community. What inspired you to do that? All right, so the Valiant's up there. They're gonna use the Screamtail. Do 16 onto the Ursaluna. So I really need to try and get my Ursaluna back because it can take the knock there. They're gonna go to 4. 16. 6 Valiant hits to knock their 6 damage, so 3 Valiant hits to just knock that out. Probably won't happen. I probably need to swing with an Ursaluna. Roaring Scream on... Actually, they might do it on the Squawk. Yeah, there you go. That's the right answer. That's the right answer. Okay, so they'll take their prize, and we're just going to hope for the best here. There's a Jet. That's not bad. How many energy retrievals do I have left? Still have 2 energy retrievals left. Let's go ahead and PokéStop first. See if I get anything good. Okay, there's 1 energy retrieval. So we can go energy retrieval 1, 2. Ursaluna 1 and 2. So Ursaluna can get the knock possibly here. Gosh. Okay. That's concealed cards. Let's throw that away. We can use the jet to get that up there. Do we have a Fezandipiti available? We do. That's what we want. Okay. So Fez. Let's draw. See what we have. See if we can get the knock on the Screamtail. And we can. So here's what we can do now. Is we can switch. We can switch here. You know what? I wonder if it would be better. No, let's just do this. Let's just do this. Switch there. Retreat into the Valiant again. Oh, wait. No, I'm 1 short. Shoot. I miscounted. I needed 3 hits, not 2. So on second thought, maybe Squawk is better. Because then I can motivate again and get the knock there. How many structures do I have left? 2 structures and 1 energy retrieval. 5 cards left. So I'm going to save the switch, I think. Nah, let's just switch. The jet's fine. No, that probably not right, but whatever. I definitely think I'm getting a little bit more tired. Trying to kind of navigate the waters of this deck here. Okay, so we need 2 more. So we're looking at the Guardy possibly to get the KO here. Really, that's gonna be cool. Some deck techs. You know, when I was playing Magic, just deck techs was what I was searching for all the time. Zvi Mashowitz was one of my favorite deck builders. He made some of my favorite decks that I've seen or played myself. So he had always kind of inspired me as far as something that I would never be like as far as deck building, but kind of hope of where I could end up. But obviously it's I'm not a deck builder, and I've accepted that. That's fine. I know I'm not a deck builder, but I do what I can at least to try to be a competitive player. All right, so leaving the Squawk there is kind of unfortunate. If I had not miscounted, I would have taken the swing with the Ursaluna. Even though I'm giving up the Ursaluna at that point, it was fine because they would either be forced to take a 1 prizer or I'd have the Ursaluna still there. And doing this, it means they can take the Squawk and then just boss KO another 2 prizer to win next turn. And we haven't seen a single boss yet. We've seen 2 counter catchers, but we haven't seen a boss. I'm sure they have them. So, well, we'll see what happens. Is my Iono gone? Yeah, my Iono's gone. I think I have another Iono. Maybe not. I don't really remember what's in this deck, to be honest. Yeah, the community creation journey is a fun but I'm sure very bumpy journey. But yeah, I wish all the luck to you, and I will do what I can to be a part of the community to help. Alright, so Monkey Dory is going to move some damage over. That's fine. If they leave that Drifloon in the active, I think I might actually be in decent shape. If they leave it the way it is. Because then I'm one Valiant away from just knocking that out. And then I need one more prize. However, my boss and Prime Catcher are gone. So we'll see what happens. They're going to move the Flutter Mane into the active after I knock out the Drifloon, though, and that's going to shut off the Valiants. Maybe they're going to retreat the Drifloon. No, they want to get the knock here. They just don't want to knock at the knock. They might. They're going to retreat the Drifloon, bring in the Flutter Mane, and with the Flutter Mane in the active, I'm not going to be able to do anything. That's what's going to happen. I would say overall the deck is very consistent. Sometimes you can get some rough starts. I was playing a little bit earlier today. Oh, they're going to leave that. Okay. I was playing earlier today and just kind of having problems getting going a couple times. So, yes, it is consistent, but it can have some rough spots. This is the most consistent version of the deck that I have tried. Energy Retrieval. Okay, so we need to get 2 knocks here. Can I get the Flutter Mane? Probably not. What do I need? 6. I need 3 Valiants, and I only have 2. One's there. Do we have another Valiant? We do. Oh, you know what? Or... no, we need the Valiant, but I don't think I have enough switches. I have 1 Switch Cart. And I have a Jet Energy, so I got a couple things we can do. But I have to attack retreat there, so the Jet wouldn't do me any good. Alright, so if we're going to win, it's going to be this turn. But I don't think we can do it. We can attack retreat here. Well, you know what? Let's just get all the resources we have. Nope. Actually, you know what? We might have a shot. Because we still have 1 more switch, though it could be in the... so we go attack, retreat, into the Valiant. We take the knock there. Night Stretcher, so I can get me an energy. Big Guardy comes out. I assumed. So I think this is where we just lose. Because they can take the knock there, right? 18. 19, 20, 21. They're going to be just short, aren't they? So we might be fine, actually. We might have another turn. I don't know what another turn gets me. But I think we're going to have another turn. They can only do 210. Oh, wait, no, that's 19. 20, 21, 22. Never mind, I thought it was 18. So, yeah, they just win. They have the 3 energies, bring it on the Gardevoir. Monkey Dory move, yeah. Oh, and they have 2 monkeys. So, yeah, they got there. Yep, we're just going to concede. They have it. Okay. So, I think I am going to call that quits for the night. Oh, good. What, hour 20-minute stream. It was fun. I love this deck. I'll definitely be playing a lot more. It's super fun. I just need to get more reps into it. I made a lot of mistakes even tonight. I was able to point them out, identify them. So I'm gonna try to improve on that as we go. But it is what it is. It was fun. I had a blast. I will. Let's see, what is today? Saturday. If I'm feeling it, I might stream tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Until I get a consistent schedule, I'll be throwing it out on Twitter when I start streaming for sure. Possibly tomorrow if I feel like it. If I feel motivated to go. At the very minimum, next Friday for the Tournament of Doom, Friday night. Might do 1 or 2 in the week, and hopefully this week I'll get a consistent schedule in. But I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for everybody who tuned in, who chatted. I look forward to the Ready Deck Go community. Looking forward to that as well. So thank you very much. And on that note, I am going to let's raid somebody. Let's go. We got LED Gengar. Oh, it says they're playing the trading card game. So let's see what LED Gengar is up to. Raid. LED Gengar. You have a good night as well.